waving guns at people who are just walking by their house. I should remind you, watch.
Holding a high-powered rifle and wielding a pistol, in these now viral images, Mark and Patricia McCloskey looked ready for a gunfight as a protest moved through their mansion-lined St. Louis neighborhood.
Get the hell out of my neighborhood!
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Mark and Patty and Mark, they're back in the headlines. The infamous St. Louis couple, the McCloskeys, have successfully had their misdemeanor convictions expunged after they waved guns at racial injustice protesters outside their mansion back in 2020. There's something about Patty's. Are those pedal pushers? I don't know, but there's something about the outfit that triggers me. But the story's much deeper than her choice of clothing. Remember, the McCloskeys said they felt threatened by the protesters who were passing their home in June 2020 on their way to demonstrate in front of the mayor's house, which is nearby. Mark McCloskey emerged from his home with an AR-15 style rifle. Patty McCloskey waved a semi-automatic pistol. Now they want their guns back, as any responsible gun owner would, right? Judge Joseph P. Whyte wrote in an order, he's the one on the left there, Wednesday, that the purpose of an expungement is to give people who have rehabilitated themselves a second chance. City prosecutors and police opposed the expungement. Previously, Missouri Governor Mike Parson on the right had given them a pardon after they pled guilty. Mark McCloskey was unapologetic after the plea hearing. I'd do it again, he said, from the courthouse steps in downtown St. Louis. Anytime the mob approaches me, they didn't, Mark. I'll do what I can to put them in imminent threat of physical injury because that's what kept them from destroying my house and my family. Not exactly, Mark. Today, we are incredibly thankful that Governor Mike Parson righted this wrong and granted us pardons. That's from the AP. Now, immediately after the judge's ruling, Mark McCloskey demanded that the city return the two guns seized as part of its 2021 guilty plea to misdemeanor assault. It's time for the city to cough up my guns, he told the Post-Dispatch. If it doesn't, he said, he'll file a lawsuit. Mark McCloskey tried, remember, we brought it to you, to run for Senate back in 2022. He lost in the Republican primary. Couple still have their law licenses. Well, they know their way around law, don't they? This is what we're talking about. Is it justice for all? Not if you can call up the governor and request a pardon and then make up facts that don't match the footage. Who was coming to your home, Mark? Patty, what were you doing? They weren't even thinking about you. You exited your home and decided that you needed to come for people who were, doing what America provides, supposedly. First Amendment rights. They're just protesting as they see fit. What are the odds, Ben? I want to hear what you say about this. What are the odds that Mark and Patty have a repeat performance at some point?
Oh, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed and it's guaranteed because that is just the kind of people that we're dealing with here. And I mean, it does help to put yourself in the shoes of people that go through traumatic experiences like these two did. You know, they had to endure Black people and those who support justice for Black people passing in front of their home. And that's not easy for someone to handle if they're monsters. If they are prejudiced monsters, it's not easy for them to handle that. And so what's appropriate to do is to don't even put your shoes on. Go out there shoeless Joe Jackson. Go out there in front of the house, shoeless with one enormous gun and one little baby gun, dressed in your preppy best, and threaten people. And I think it's reasonable, but also my brain broke a long time ago and I don't know how to think. So they're going to get their guns back 100%
Yeah.
because the legal system is skewed in their favor. The Republican powers that be in their state are skewed in their favor. In fact, are only skewed for them and nobody else, really, it seems. And so they're going to get their guns back. They're going to get an apology. They'll probably get their guns in a gift box with a nice bow.
Mhm.
They'll probably return the guns, say it wasn't a nice enough gift box. They're going to have them repackage the guns in a better box, one bigger one for the big gun, one little one for the little tiny baby gun. And justice will finally be served. They'll finally be able to go on with their lives until more people protest for their rights.
Mhm.
And the McCloskeys can't have that. And they go back in front of their lawn, and this whole cycle repeats. It's a cycle of idiocy that you have to respect, except you don't and you shouldn't.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. They are in attack mode. I think a little girl just set up a lemonade stand. Depending on what she looked like, they'd feel threatened by that.